Your iPhone 16 still getting hot, even months after upgrading to Glass 2.0? If you've noticed this, you're not alone. That's the question a lot of people are asking right now, and it's a valid concern. You expect a premium device to run smoothly, not feel like a hand warmer when you're barely using it. This isn't about the phone getting warm during a heavy gaming session or while fast charging. That's expected. We're talking about a persistent low-grade heat that just won't go away. You put the phone down on your desk, you're not using it, and when you pick it up 10 or 15 minutes later, it still feels noticeably warm to the touch. That's not normal behavior for a phone at rest. When a phone is idle, its processor, radios, and sensors should be in a low power state. This constant warmth is a red flag. It's a clear sign that something is running in the background, unnecessarily consuming power and generating heat. And it's not something you should ignore, because that phantom activity isn't just making your phone uncomfortable to hold. It's also silently draining your battery life throughout the day. In this video, we're going to dive into the settings that are most likely causing this and show you exactly how to fix it. All right, before we dive into the fixes, let me say this clearly so there's absolutely no confusion. A lot of people think the screen protector is the problem, and it's an easy assumption to make. You feel the heat right on the surface, so you blame the surface. But this issue has nothing to do with the glass. Your Glass 2.0 screen protector is not causing your phone to overheat. Think of it this way. The glass is just a window. It lets you feel the heat that's being generated inside the phone, but it isn't creating it. The real source of that warmth comes from your phone's core components, primarily its processor, or CPU, and its collection of radios for Wi-Fi, cellular data, and GPS. The real issue is what your phone is doing when you're not looking. Even when the screen is off and it's just sitting in your pocket or on your desk, dozens of background processes can be running, constantly pinging for your location, fetching data, and keeping the processor working. That's the phantom activity that generates heat. In the next few minutes, we're going to find those processes and shut them down. If your phone heats up while it's just sitting on the table, or feels warm to the touch even when you're barely using it, that's a classic sign that something is running in the background. It's not a visible glitch or a single app that's frozen. Instead, it's a collection of smaller, hidden processes demanding power from your phone's brain, the CPU. Every task, no matter how small, makes the processor work, and that work generates heat, breath. Think of it like dozens of tiny engines humming away silently. This could be an app constantly checking your location, your email, fetching new messages every few minutes, or even widgets on your home screen refreshing their data. None of these tasks are resource intensive on their own, but when they all happen at once, they create a constant workload. This activity happens behind the scenes, completely out of sight. Your phone might look idle, but its internal components are busy. The good news is we can identify and manage this background activity. In the following steps, we'll dive into your settings to find the culprits and tell them to quiet down, which will cool your phone and save your battery life. And today I'm going to show you exactly what that activity is, why it creates heat over time, and how to shut it down step by step without damaging performance or deleting your data. Welcome back to Dusty Seconds Tips and Tricks. This channel is about practical fixes that actually work. No guessing, no unnecessary apps, just clear explanations and simple steps you can follow. If this video helps you, take a second to like it, share it with someone whose phone is overheating, and subscribe to the channel. Part 2 of this series goes even deeper into tracking the exact app. Here's what Apple doesn't explain very clearly after big updates. When your phone installs something like Glass 2.0, it often re-enables background services, even ones you previously turned off. That means apps start refreshing again, location services wake up more often, analytics resume reporting, and live features begin running quietly in the background. All of that creates heat. Heat is not random. Heat equals constant background activity. So if your phone is warm when you're not using it, this is the reason. Now let's shut it down. The first setting to check is background app refresh. Go to settings, tap general, then tap background app refresh. This is the #1 source of unnecessary heat. When this is on, apps wake up constantly. Even when you're not opening them, they check for updates, refresh content, and keep your processor working. Turn this setting off. If you absolutely must keep it on, limit it to Wi-Fi only. But for most people, turning it completely off makes a noticeable difference in temperature. Next, go to privacy and security, tap location services. This is another major heat source, especially after system updates. Set most apps to while using, not always. Always means your phone is tracking location even when the screen is off. That constant tracking creates heat. Scroll down and tap system services. Turn off location-based ads. Turn off location-based suggestions. Turn off iPhone analytics. These run quietly in the background. Now go back to privacy and security. Tap analytics and improvements. Turn everything off in this section. Your phone does not need to report data all day. Constant reporting means constant processing, and constant processing means heat and battery drain. This one change alone helps many phones cool down noticeably. Next, check live features. Go to Siri and search. Turn off listen for Siri if you don't use it. Your phone is always listening when this is on. Then go to notifications. Disable live activities for apps you don't need. Live features require live processing, and live processing equals heat. Now turn on low power mode. Even if your battery is at 80 or 90%, this does not hurt daily performance, but it dramatically reduces background activity. If your phone is still warm after all of this, do a one-time system reset. Go to settings, general transfer, or reset iPhone. Reset all settings. This does not delete your data. It resets system behavior that can get stuck after updates. For many people, this is the final step that stops the overheating completely. If your phone is warm when you're not using it, something is running that shouldn't be. Now you know how to find it and how to stop it. Like, share, and subscribe. Part 2 shows how to identify the exact app causing the heat. Before we wrap up, here's what you learned in this video. Your iPhone overheating after Glass 2.0 is not a hardware issue. Background app refresh is the biggest source of hidden heat. Location services should be set to while using, not always. Analytics and system reporting quietly drain power. Live features like Siri and Live Activities increase temperature. Low power mode reduces heat without hurting daily performance. Reset all settings, clear stock update behavior safely. If your phone is warm when you're not using it, now you know why and what to do.